My name is Rahul Govindan. I'm the Chief Executive of Philanthropy New Zealand. Philanthropy New Zealand is the peak body for the philanthropic sector in New Zealand. We exist to celebrate and grow effective philanthropy in New Zealand for the benefit of our country and our communities. I love the work that we do because I get the opportunity to meet amazing New Zealanders that are doing incredible work in our communities, sight unseen, often volunteering their time, and it's inspirational. New Zealand will look so different without the wonderful work that charities and people that work in charities do every day for New Zealanders. Whether it be the ambulance service and the ambulance officers in our community, or the fire service, or the surf lifesavers, or those who head out into the bush and lay traps to protect our flora and fauna. New Zealand is very much reliant on the hard work and dedication of our charities. New Zealand charities do so much with so little. There is a lot we can do to help. The first thing we can do is to get in touch with your favourite charity and find out how you can help. Sometimes it's not just about the money that you donate, it's about the time that you donate or your interest in the work that they do. New Zealanders are generous, but if you ask us could we be more generous, then the answer is absolutely yes. And the best way to do that is to reflect on your values, understand the difference you want to make to the community around you and to the future of the country, and then figure out what skills, what offering do you have to give towards that mission or that vision that you've got. Sometimes it's the money that you've got, sometimes it's the network that you have, sometimes it's the knowledge that you have. But for the charity concerned, your interest in their work, and for the community that they're looking to make a difference to, your time, your labour, your effort, your passion is going to make all the difference for them. I think people need to understand they can make a big difference to the future of this country. And they don't need to be incredibly wealthy or incredibly well connected or very knowledgeable. They just need to care. And if they were to reach out to other members of the community and ask, can I help? How can I help? They'll find many ways that they can get engaged in building the future of this country. It's a joyous act. For most givers that I've met, they tell me a sense of joy and happiness that is brought to their lives. It's not just the difference that they're making that brings them the joy. It's a sense of their own agency and the sense of their own purpose. If you find conversations about death and money difficult, don't talk about death and money. What you might want to talk about is why this world is important to you, why your work is important to you, why the people in your family are important to you, why the sports that you play, the clubs that you've joined, the things that you've done are important to you, that the country that you have helped build is important to you, and how you wish to make a difference to those things when you're no longer with that family member or that friend and no longer on this world. And I think that's the biggest difference that people can make, is having a conversation while you're alive about the things that really matter to you. And I think there are some really valuable conversations that many people can be having with their peers and say, hey, look, probably got another 5, 10, 20, 30 years here. What are we going to do? We're not working anymore. What's the difference we want to make? And how do we shape this future of this country that we care about? Turns out the younger generation care about it too. How do we help them? The way I think about intergenerational wealth is it's not just about the money. In fact, it's really not about the money. The intergenerational wealth transfer is one about your hopes and dreams transferring to the next generation, your knowledge, your networks, together with that, your wealth. Because that's what sometimes fuels and supports the passion and the interest and the vision that is shared by the next generation. I think it's fundamentally important if you're parents or if you are an uncle or an auntie with nephews and nieces, that you're having conversations with young people about why we are generating wealth, why are we doing the work that we do, and why are we building the world in which we're building, the way in which we're doing it. What differences would they like to see? What is important to them? Why is it important to them? And really interrogate the why behind the activities that they see in front of them, the world in which they see in front of them. The agency to create a very different world is in their hands, and very soon will be entirely in their hands. They don't need to wait for that transfer to happen. They're in that world and they can shape it, they can influence it, they can make a difference to it, no matter what age they are. But you better understand yourself before you really want to understand the difference you want to make in the world. And the best way to do that is to have conversations about your values as a young person, as early as possible. I do that with my boys. I talk about, they get some pocket money, they get some money as birthday gifts, and I'm not teaching them budgeting. I'm not calling it the B word. It sounds a bit formal. But I'm teaching them about how they want to manage their money and how they want to utilize the money that they've got in ways that make a difference to them.